I lived in a one-bedroom apartment with a girl and a guy, and the girl and I, stayed in the one bedroom, and the guy was on a pull-out couch in like the family room, but we would never allow him to go to bed until we were ready. We're going, no, we're watching TV.
The story of how bright-eyed starlet Heather Locklear became a Hollywood sensation is an engrossing tale of breathtaking highs and heartbreaking lows. While she was captivating audiences in the 1980s and 1990s, a compelling drama unfolded around her personal life. Beneath the glamour of red carpet events is a tale of tenacity, affection, and unforeseen difficulties. What trials put her spirit to the test? Her extraordinary ascent to fame reveals both heartwarming setbacks and breathtaking triumphs, leaving her journey unforgettable.
This follows a tumultuous week for the embattled actress. Sources close to Locklear say that she drank a bottle of tequila and then crashed her Porsche at her Thousand Oaks home. That source said, quote, the night of the arrest she was so hammered.
The childhood and formative years of Heather Locklear. Let's speak about the incredibly well-known actress Heather Locklear, who has starred in numerous TV series. In September 25, 1961, Heather was born in sunny Los Angeles, California. This indicates that she was raised in a large city with lots of entertainment options and movie stars. But hey, what do you know? Despite her rise to fame, she had a typical childhood with a loving family and lots of dreams. Let's meet her family now. Heather's mother worked as a production executive, producing motion pictures and television programs. Her father was an intelligent man who served as a colonel in the Marine Corps and as an administrator at UCLA. What a fancy title for a member of the armed forces. It's hardly surprising that Heather learned a lot about perseverance and pursuing her goals from parents like that. Stories, creativity, and a hint of discipline from her dad's military service pervaded her home. Heather was an involved student at Newbury Park High School. Can you imagine her participating in a variety of enjoyable activities as a child? She most likely attended dances, participated in sports, and made lots of friends. She was a busy student, like many young people, but she was unique in that she loved acting. Heather had dreams of appearing on television and moving viewers to tears and laughter even as a teenager. Heather chose to continue her education at UCLA, her dad's workplace, after high school. She first believed she wanted to pursue a career in psychology. The study of psychology focuses on human thought and emotion. It's a really interesting subject because it improves our understanding of both ourselves and other people. But you can probably guess what transpired next. She became very interested in acting while she was studying. Imagine that despite your friends' diligent study habits at your large school, you begin receiving small jobs in TV commercials. That was Heather's experience. After taking some enjoyable modeling jobs to supplement her income, she soon found herself on television, promoting products like Polaroid cameras and Pepsi. She entered the world of acting for the first time with those commercials. Heather came to the realization that acting was her true calling after working on those commercials. She cherished the notion of narrating tales and taking on multiple personas. She thus took a major decision. She made the decision to leave UCLA to devote herself full-time to acting. She had always considered earning a degree in psychology, so it was difficult for her to decide, but she also had to consider the exciting opportunities that kept beckoning. It was similar to discovering a brand new game that you absolutely love and can't stop playing. Heather decided to take a risk and dive straight into the acting industry. She began making brief guest appearances on television programs such as Chips and 8 is Enough. She gained more and more acting knowledge from each role. She was getting closer to becoming the famous person she would eventually be recognized as with each new job. Early experiences instilled in Heather the value of believing in oneself and pursuing her dreams. She demonstrated to us that it's acceptable to veer off course and pursue your happiness, even if you had a different plan at first. And that's only the start of her amazing Hollywood journey. Heather Locklear's journey from psychology student to TV star proves that following your passion can lead to extraordinary success. The beginning of Heather Locklear's stardom. The path that rose to fame for Heather Locklear was full of thrilling detours. Imagine being an adolescent who has to manage both fun modeling jobs and school. Heather carried out precisely that. When she first began to get opportunities to act and model, she was still a UCLA student. How awesome is that? After attending class and learning about psychology, she would dash off to start modeling for major companies like Polaroid and Pepsi. With her mouth-watering drinks and entertaining instant cameras, Heather exuded happiness and vitality. Her appearance on screens was adored by the public. She got one step closer to her goal of becoming a professional actress with each appearance. It seemed as though every small job fit into her larger career picture like a puzzle piece. As time passed, Heather came to a crucial realization. Her heart was calling her to acting, even though she was enjoying modeling and doing well in school. It shone so brightly that she was unable to ignore it, much like a bright star in the sky. She therefore had to make a major decision. She would quit UCLA and devote all of her energy to her acting career. It was an audacious move, and not many people would be willing to make one like that. However, Heather was up for the adventure that lay ahead. Her immediate goal was to become an actress, so she entered the television industry. Her early television credits include Chips and 8 is Enough. How thrilling must it have been for her to appear on those well-known shows? She portrayed the entertaining Officer Stephanie in Chips, who patrolled the streets on a motorcycle and kept everyone safe. She also portrayed a young lady named Mary in 8 is Enough, who dealt with the highs and lows of family life. With every television appearance, Heather gained more knowledge about acting and audience engagement. She displayed her talent to everyone like a butterfly spreading its wings. She improved with each role, and before long, her charm and talent were acknowledged by the public. She seemed to be entering a magical realm where she could express herself and influence others' emotions. When Heather Locklear decided to pursue acting, it marked the start of an amazing journey full of possibilities. Even after having to leave school, she never let anything stop her. Rather, she seized every opportunity to shine and pursue her passion. Heather demonstrated to us throughout her career that, even when it requires taking a significant risk, pursuing our passions can lead to incredible places. Her experience serves as a reminder that, occasionally, you must follow your passions in order to succeed, just as she did. Aaron Spelling's breakthrough. When Heather Locklear attracted the attention of renowned producer Aaron Spelling, her career in Hollywood took an exciting turn. Imagine Aaron as a TV wizard, renowned for developing some of the era's most watched series. He recognized Heather right away because she had a sparkle that could light up the screen. For Heather, this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance that would completely transform her. She landed a great role in Aaron's glitzy soap opera Dynasty as Sammy Jo Dean. Can you picture the thrill? Drama, designer clothing, and a ton of juicy storylines about wealthy families characterized Dynasty. Sammy Jo, portrayed by Heather, was a sassy, astute, and always game character. She gave a fantastic performance. Her talent and beauty were immediately noticed by people worldwide, and she quickly gained notoriety. Her on-screen persona enthralled viewers, quickly elevating her to a household name. The 1980s offered Heather even more incredible opportunities as she rose to fame. She was cast as Officer Stacy Sheridan in the police drama T.J. Hooker, marking her career change. Can you picture her pursuing criminals, cracking cases, and running around in a police uniform? It was exhilarating. T.J. Hooker demonstrated her capacity to take on new challenges in a unique style of show that was jam-packed with action and excitement. The fact that Heather was balancing two significant roles at once is even more amazing. She was matching the rapid-fire pace of T.J. Hooker and illuminating Dynasty with her charm. Imagine attempting to be a celebrity in two distinct realms, alternating between the glitzy parties of Dynasty and the exuberant thrills of T.J. Hooker. Although it wasn't an easy task, Heather performed expertly. She demonstrated to the world that she was an accomplished actress who could carry off any part, not just a pretty face. These shows had a huge effect on Heather's career. T.J. Hooker gave her the opportunity to demonstrate her versatility, while Dynasty cemented her position as a leading lady in Hollywood. She won over fans and admirers with every episode, demonstrating her power as a major player in the entertainment business. She was instantly adored by the public and rose to prominence as one of the decade's most well-known actresses. Heather's success was a result of both her talent and her perseverance, in addition to her hard work. She was passionate about acting and dedicated to honing her craft. She developed as an actress and encouraged others to pursue their dreams as she accepted these roles. To put it briefly, Heather Locklear's breakthrough performance with Aaron Spelling made her a household name and a huge success. With her iconic portrayal of Sammy Jo on Dynasty and her thrilling performance in T.J. Hooker, she secured her place in Hollywood history. Heather demonstrated that you can fulfill your dreams and shine brighter than ever with skill, perseverance, and a hint of magic. The height of her career. When Heather Locklear was at the top of her game in the 1990s, she had a part that would forever cement her place in TV history. With her memorable role as Amanda Woodward on Melrose Place, she became the queen of primetime drama this time. Amanda was strong-willed, brave, and hard to ignore. The show's numbers went through the roof as soon as Heather took over the part. People loved Locklear because of Amanda's sneaky behavior and the powerful stories she told. Amanda Woodward was unique because she was always changing. One minute she was a cruel boss, and the next she was vulnerable. Heather gave Amanda more depth, which made her someone that people loved to hate and couldn't stop watching. Heather's work on Melrose Place was a big reason why it became one of the favorite shows of the decade. She didn't actually join the show until the second season, but when she did, it gave it a much-needed boost and made it a must-see. Heather won praise and awards for her role as Amanda, which made her one of TV's biggest stars. Heather did a little bit of acting in movies as well as TV shows. In well-known movies like Firestarter and The Return of Swamp Thing, she played strange and exciting characters. These movies weren't big hits, but they gave her a chance to try out different types of movies and showed her versatility. It's interesting that not all of Heather's efforts were praised. She won a Razzie Award for Worst Actress for her role in The Return of Swamp Thing. This is a joke award meant to make fun of bad acting. Heather didn't let it bother her, which showed that she found herself and her job funny. And she didn't let it get her down. She loved the good and bad parts of being an actor. So what if you can laugh at your own mistakes? That's part of what makes a star shine even brighter. Even though she had some bad days, Heather was still a well-liked character. She stayed in the spotlight because she could easily switch between serious and funny parts. With Melrose Place, she not only cemented her status as one of the most important TV stars of the 1990s, but her versatility and drive also inspired a huge number of other artists. Heather's best years weren't just about winning awards and being successful. They were also about leaving a memory that showed off her range, charisma, and ability to connect with people. She showed that she could do everything, from serious TV roles to funny movie roles. Her time in the spotlight showed not only how good an actress she was, but also how strong and charming she was, which made her an iconic figure. Success and versatility in the future. Heather Locklear maintained the excitement level in her career by assuming a range of new roles, even after attaining remarkable heights. She displayed more than just drama. She was humorous as well. Her guest appearances on 2.5 Men, where her comedic timing blended in perfectly with the humor of the show, were among her most memorable moments. She also appeared on Hot in Cleveland, enthralling viewers once more with her lively humor and sharp wit. These parts demonstrated Heather's versatility as a performer. She could effortlessly transition from serious drama to lighthearted comedy. 2009 saw Heather return to her role as Amanda Woodward, the one that helped make her a household name. Melrose Place's reboot offered fans a second chance to experience the beloved character. As Heather gave Amanda the same edge and charisma that she had in the first season, it was like seeing an old friend return. The highlight of the short-lived reboot was Heather's portrayal of Amanda again. It served as a reminder to viewers of her talent for bringing even the most nuanced characters to life. Heather's ability to adapt extended beyond comedies and reboots. She also started playing more somber parts, displaying a more nuanced, emotive side to her acting. Don't sweat the small stuff. The Christine Carlson story was one such role. Heather was able to assume the role of a real-life woman coping with a significant personal loss in this television film. She was able to demonstrate her dramatic range in the role and gave an emotionally charged performance that the audience found compelling. Heather's portrayal was nuanced but impactful, serving as a reminder to all that she was capable of evoking strong feelings, in addition to making people laugh. This dramatic endeavor was noteworthy because it revealed a different side of Heather, one that demonstrated her development as an actress. She demonstrated that, despite years of portraying famous, legendary characters, she could also excel in more realistic, poignant tales. Her ability to connect with such a personal and emotional narrative impressed both critics and audiences. Heather's openness to seize new chances is what sets her career apart. She devotes herself wholeheartedly to every role, whether it's that of a grieving wife, a funny guest star, or a formidable businesswoman. Her sustained success in an industry that is always changing is evidence of her talent and adaptability. Heather Locklear has established herself as an enduring figure in the entertainment industry thanks to her versatility, appearing in comedies, dramas, reboots, and original works. She still surprises and engages audiences after decades in the spotlight, demonstrating that her star power isn't going away anytime soon. Personal life, connections, and love. Even more fascinating than her acting career has frequently been Heather Locklear's personal life. She wed Tommy Lee, the rock star famous for leading an extravagant lifestyle, the drummer for Motley Crue, in 1986. The media gave their relationship a lot of coverage, with viewers being captivated by the combination of a glitzy TV personality and an independent musician. Their romance appeared to be a passionate and exciting match for a while, but their hectic lifestyles and continual attention from the public started to wear thin. Following several years of highs and lows, they made the decision to part ways and were divorced in 1993. In 1994, Heather fell in love once more, this time with Bon Jovi lead guitarist Richie Sambora. This pair balanced their personal and public lives, giving the relationship a more grounded sense. In 1994, Heather and Richie exchanged vows, beginning a new chapter of their happy marriage. After their daughter Ava was born in 1997, their marriage shifted from being about them to being about their family. Family life became an integral part of Heather's journey as she embraced motherhood with the same fervor she had for her career. She frequently made appearances at public gatherings with Richie, putting on a united front and giving glimpses into their happy life together. They raised Ava in public, but with as much privacy as her parents could give her, and they made time for each other despite their hectic schedules. But even the healthiest marriages face difficulties, and after more than 10 years of marriage, Heather and Richie's relationship started to deteriorate. They made the decision to divorce in 2007, but they remained dedicated to sharing parental responsibilities for Ava. Although Heather's relationships with Richie Sambora and Tommy Lee were well publicized, they also demonstrated her desire for deep connections in spite of the demands of celebrity. Heather has been Ava's loving mother throughout it all, and the two of them still have a strong relationship. Although Heather's romantic life has been turbulent and full of both happy and painful times, she has always stood out for her ability to move on. She has demonstrated that her story is about more than just the headlines by handling marriage, family, and breakups with grace and resiliency. Join us as we discover Heather Locklear's challenging relationships and the obstacles she faced on her path to recovery. Addiction and mental health issues. Heather Locklear's path hasn't only been one of achievement and notoriety. Over the years, her struggles with addiction and mental health have come to light. Fans and media started noticing concerning indicators in 2008. Heather was battling melancholy and anxiety beneath her glitzy exterior. Her daily life began to suffer as a result of these difficulties, and she began to look for professional assistance through various treatment programs. Concern was aroused by her decision to seek assistance, but it also demonstrated her resolve to take charge of her life and put her mental health first. There were a lot of highs and lows in the years that followed 2008. Heather faced more difficulties after addressing her mental health, despite having shown strength in doing so. Problems related to substance abuse started to emerge over time. Friends, family, and supporters started to express concern about how these difficulties might impact her career and general well-being as they became more apparent in the public eye. By 2018, things had gotten really bad. Heather had a number of publicized legal issues. A driving under the influence arrest during one of the incidents raised concerns about her use of drugs to deal with emotional challenges. She was taken into custody once more not too long after, this time on suspicion of domestic abuse. The circumstances were intricate, demonstrating the profound impact that substance abuse and inner turmoil had had on her. These arrests were a low point because they attracted a lot of attention from the public and increased the pressure Heather was already facing. These incidents served as harsh reminders that nobody is immune to personal struggles, no matter how successful they may be, for someone who had established a reputation as a polished professional actress. Heather's addiction problems and legal troubles also had an impact on her career. Opportunities for work decreased as she concentrated more on her own healing. Her struggles were frequently met with a mixture of sympathy and scrutiny from the public and media. The people who knew Heather best, such as her friends and daughter Ava, encouraged her to find stability and healing. Heather has demonstrated tenacity in the face of these obstacles. She has taken action to address her problems through therapy and rehabilitation programs, showing that recovery is achievable even in the face of significant setbacks. Her experience serves as a reminder that mental health issues and addiction are lifelong battles that call for patience, hard work, and family support. Although Heather's journey has not been easy, it serves as a reminder of the value of asking for assistance when needed and persevering through challenging times. Her narrative demonstrates that healing is a process and not a one-night success, in addition to detailing the difficulties she has encountered and how she has managed to move on. Heather Locklear's journey demonstrates through her highs and lows that strength and vulnerability frequently go hand in hand. Support system and turning point. The recovery story of Heather Locklear emphasizes the value of having a solid support network, and Richie Sambora has played a significant role in her journey. Despite the dissolution of their marriage in 2007, the couple has maintained close ties, particularly in regards to sharing parental duties for their daughter Ava. Richie stood by Heather through good times and bad, offering emotional support when she needed it most. His engagement demonstrated how their shared love for their child kept them together and went beyond the typical post-divorce dynamic. Richie was frequently one of Heather's strongest allies, serving as a constant reminder to her of the value of putting her needs first. Richie provided stability when Heather's issues with addiction and mental health started to interfere with her personal and professional life. Their relationship took on even greater significance as they collaborated to make sure Ava was protected from the difficulties her mother was going through. This mutual accountability contributed to the development of a positive dynamic, demonstrating that compassion and caring can endure a separation. A key component of Heather's rehabilitation process has been their co-parenting arrangement. Ava's well-being was their top priority, and both parents put aside their differences to give Ava a nurturing environment. Richie's steady presence over the years reassured Heather that she wasn't alone, even in the face of overwhelming circumstances. His capacity to support her demonstrated that friendship and love can endure beyond a marriage and take on an enduring quality based on compassion and understanding. There have been many obstacles along Heather's long and difficult road to recovery, but she has also made progress. Following her public battles with addiction and mental health, she started making significant progress in her recovery. She was able to address the underlying problems she had been struggling with for years by enrolling in treatment programs and seeing a therapist. Although it took some time, Heather demonstrated her dedication to taking back control of her life one day at a time. Heather's journey has advanced noticeably in the last few years. She has been concentrating on developing healthier routines and associating with uplifting people. She has accepted that healing is a continuous process and made taking care of her mental health a priority. Heather has learned to confront her past challenges head-on rather than run away from them, and this has been essential to her continued progress. Little triumphs along the road have added up to a significant impact. In addition to mending relationships and reconnecting with old friends, Heather has found solace in spending time with Ava. Time spent with her daughter has brought her happiness and inspiration, reassuring her of the significance of her recuperation. These encouraging encounters have also given her the willpower to keep improving herself and to look forward to a time when she is not faced with as many obstacles. Heather's tale offers a motivational illustration of perseverance. Even though she faced major challenges, her recovery efforts demonstrate that it's never too late to get support and make a change. She was able to regain her life with the help of Richie, friends, and family, in addition to her own willpower. Her story serves as a testament to the strength of love, tenacity, and the value of having a network of support when things get hard. Heather Locklear's priorities right now are her family and health, as well as preserving her well-being and relationships with them. Her ability to triumph over hardship shows that happiness can be restored even in the face of overwhelming circumstances. Heather demonstrates that healing is about moving forward rather than just looking back with each step. With iconic roles and real-life struggles, Heather Locklear's legacy is a lesson in overcoming challenges and embracing personal growth. Looking back, shaping the spotlight. Television has seen a significant impact from Heather Locklear's career, particularly in the 1980s and 1990s. She evolved into a key figure in entertainment, not just another actress in hit series. Locklear became a household name thanks to her extraordinary performances, which did more than just change the face of television. She demonstrated an amazing range, demonstrating that women could rule the television industry with roles in both action-packed shows and glamorous dramas. Amanda Woodward from Melrose Place is Locklear's most recognizable character. What had initially been a brief role developed into a crucial one that made the show a smash. Amanda was not your usual heroine. She was observant, determined, and occasionally brutal. However, Locklear's portrayal gave the character nuance which elevated Amanda above mere watchability to relatability. Her portrayal opened the door for later anti-heroines in television dramas by setting a new benchmark for complex female characters. Locklear helped Melrose Place gain enormous popularity, solidifying her place among the 90s biggest stars. However, Locklear's impact extended beyond Melrose Place. She wowed audiences early in her career by playing 2 lead roles at once on shows like Dynasty and T.J. Hooker, something that's still uncommon today. Her early achievements demonstrated her capacity to command attention on screen, winning her praise from producers and fans alike. Her participation in these shows improved them and demonstrated her ability to manage several projects at once. Locklear made his film debut in The Return of Swamp Thing and Firestarter, in addition to his TV work. Her movies demonstrated her willingness to try out different genres, even though they didn't receive the same amount of attention as her TV work. Even after receiving a Razzie for Worst Actress, Locklear handled the situation lightheartedly, demonstrating that she didn't take herself too seriously. Despite being smaller than her TV career, these film roles gave her acting career more diversity. Locklear's influence on the industry extends beyond her accomplishments on screen. It is rooted in her spirit of innovation. She proved that women could be the stars of the show during a period when shows with male hosts predominated. Producers saw her as invaluable because of her ability to draw audiences in, drive plots, and maintain the interest of viewers throughout shows. Through her career, Locklear demonstrated to aspiring actresses that women could succeed as main characters on television and weren't just limited to supporting parts. But Locklear had both successes and setbacks in his private life. Her path included times of resilience and personal development, in addition to fame and wealth. Her battles with addiction and mental health were well known, but it took tremendous bravery for her to face them head-on. The tale of Locklear serves as a reminder that everyone experiences hardships, even celebrities, but that everyone can recover with the correct help and willpower. Anyone going through a similar struggle can find inspiration in her journey through ups and downs. Nobody is defined by their mistakes, as Locklear's resilience in the face of adversity serves as a reminder. What actually determines a person's legacy is their capacity to get back up after falling. The name Heather Locklear conjures up more than just memories of her television roles these days. It represents adaptability, development, and reinvention. Many of her characters continue to inspire new generations of viewers and storytellers, demonstrating her lasting influence on television. However, her legacy isn't limited to the television programs she starred in. It also includes the life lessons she encountered. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Heather Locklear's life. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the next video popping up on your screen.